Imagine that every person who has ever known you writes a description of who you are. You collect every page and read them one by one. Some say you're confident, others say you're insecure. Some remember you as kind, while others remember you as cold. One person thinks you changed their life, another barely remembers your name. So, which one is you? The uncomfortable answer is that you've never actually met yourself. You've only met interpretations. Every version of you exists inside someone else's mind, and that's where the real mystery begins. Because over time, something strange happens. You start becoming the person you think other people see. Psychologists call this the looking glass self, the idea that your identity is shaped by imagined judgments. You begin editing your personality before anyone asks you to. You laugh differently, speak differently, hide parts of yourself, and reveal others. Not because they're fake, but because they've been trained. This is where everything changes. Think about the opportunities you never took, the conversation you avoided, the idea you never shared, and the person you never became. How many of those decisions were made by the real you? And how many were made by the version of you that expected rejection? The disturbing part comes later. Your brain doesn't wait for reality. It predicts it. Neuroscientists have found that the brain constantly simulates social outcomes. It imagines embarrassment, failure, judgment, and humiliation, then reacts to those simulations as if they've already happened. In other words, you're often living inside a forecast rather than reality. Almost nobody notices what happens next. The imaginary self becomes more influential than the real one. You stop asking, "What do I want?" and start asking, "How will I be perceived?" That single shift changes everything. You choose careers that look impressive, relationships that look stable, opinions that look acceptable, and even your fears begin performing for an invisible audience. Eventually, you mistake the performance for your identity. But there's a deeper reason this happens. Evolution never optimized you for self-knowledge. It optimized you for belonging. For most of human history, being rejected by the tribe could mean death, so your brain became obsessed with reputation, not truth. That means the version of you that dominates your thoughts is often the one most useful for social survival, not the one most accurate. In the modern world, that instinct has been amplified beyond recognition. Social media creates dozens of different selves: the successful you, the attractive you, the intelligent you, the funny you, the unbothered you. Each audience rewards a different character, and each reward trains a different behavior until you're managing a collection of identities instead of living one. But here's the twist almost no one considers. What if your greatest potential exists in the version of you that no one has ever seen? The version that creates without posting, thinks without explaining, acts without applause, and loves without proof. Because observation changes behavior. Scientists have known this for decades. People act differently when they know they're being watched. But humans have evolved something even stranger. We act differently when we imagine we're being watched, even when we're alone. The audience follows us everywhere, into our rooms, our careers, our relationships, and our dreams. And the version of you that could have existed quietly disappears. Not because it wasn't real, but because it was never given permission to appear. This isn't really a story about identity, it's a story about captivity. The most powerful prison is the one built from invisible spectators. And the version of you no one has met is waiting outside that prison. The terrifying question is this: if every expectation vanished tomorrow, what would remain? Would you still choose the same life, the same goals, the same personality? Or would you finally meet the stranger who has been following you since childhood? Maybe that's the person you've been searching for all along. And maybe the saddest part of being human is that many people die before they ever meet themselves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to 5 Minutes Explained for more videos like this.